Raindrops on roses and voices on guitars. Raindrops on roses and voices on guitars.
That was my one job.
Carpool karaoke, without the car and without the pool
And without the karaoke.
and without the karaoke. Okay, let's go straight into what we were just listening to. Billie Eilish, No Time to Die, James Bond theme song. What the fuck do you think about it? I have mixed feelings about it.
I like that she like for the first time belted kind of at the end, you know?
Kind of.
Like kind
A little
of.
bit in her little Billie Eilish way.
I'm just really surprised by like how much traction she's been able to get, or like how much mileage she's been able to get out of like the whispery flow.
It's true.
Like she's really never departed from it.
And nor should she, otherwise we may find that we don't like her anymore.
Yeah, don't depart from it, Billy, but maybe add to it. Take it from me. I have over 53 followers on SoundCloud.
Boom. Fucking yeah. One thing that like I didn't like, and I only knew about it because someone brought it up in Phineas's Instagram when he was being like, "Oh, we just made a song for James Bond," and there was this little fan that said, "How do you feel about the fact that when she put it up, she said that she wrote the song?" And I'm like, "Oh, did you, Billy? Did you take all the credit, Billy?"
What, so like they co-wrote it and Phineas was like, we wrote it, but Billy was like, I wrote it?
Yep. On like both of their, what are they, like announcements that they were writing it.
I wonder if it was like that deep or if she was just like excited. She's like, oh, I wrote this song or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But
It was like that. I'm very sure.
yeah, I'm very sure as well. Because like Billy, like there's no question in my mind that Billy would like, you know, I don't think she would ever try to fuck over Phineas. I mean, she's already like basically, I don't want to say made his career because he's super talented himself, but like, I feel like Billy would have made it on her own, but Phineas would have probably made it as more of a lesser known producer.
I think it was like synonymous.
I feel like
symbiotic.
Yeah,
It's like because it's chicken and the egg.
That's true.
Who would have like if Phineas hadn't turned around and been like, "Hey, I'm gonna produce you and you're gonna be like the world's biggest pop star," would she have gone, "Hey, I'm gonna be the world's biggest pop star"?
yeah,
Was that really her trajectory?
yeah. I mean, I kind of actually retract everything I've said because it was all assumption based, and I actually have no idea. Like, Phineas is actually dumb talented, and obviously so is Billy. And I'm sure that, like, regardless of if they're working together, they both would have found their way. But they are
They
like
come from your neck of the woods,
kind of, yeah,
kind of like that little sliver.
sort of, yeah. I mean, whenever I tell people where I'm from, they're like, "So is that like L.A. or San Francisco?" Because those are the only places I know.
They are kind of the only places in California that people know.
That's just, yeah. I don't hold that against people, but there's just so many more, even like really big cities like San Jose, San Diego, Santa Barbara, Santa Cruz, like all these places are like super well known. But, you know, it's okay. I forgive you all.
Well, it's easy when you come from that place to know the different places. What, you don't have a format for this? You don't have a structure? Where you going with your mind?
I honestly, I kind of feel like since we're on the podcast, I need to just air out. I need to air out for the audience, like the vast audience that we've accumulated. I feel like I just need to air out what's been happening with this TikTok thing, man. It's been blowing my mind. I think I have to do it because
Please tell everyone the TikTok saga that you've been on.
the TikTok saga. It's been just weird and random and nuts, but basically had like no followers, like 60, and then was sitting in Jarran's room playing with his.
Do we have the gun? The gun's here.
With his massager. Where is it?
It's down the side. It's down the side of the thing. Glad I didn't have to get up.
So many people ask me what this gun is, and the name of it is like on the actual gun in the video.
Well, like the Band-Aid brand for it is called Theragun, I think.
Free promo.
But
You're welcome, Theragun.
yeah.
But yeah, essentially, I was just using this thing on my hand, and like the camera made it phase all weird and made my finger look like it was like defying space and time, and just kind of like warping through the screen. And then people like on TikTok, all the like horny teenagers thought it was a vibrator. And so
There are a lot of horny teenagers on TikTok.
that's like the primary demographic of TikTok.
Yeah. So for anyone that wants to see, does that with this sound.
And you just massage yourself with it's like a little rubber end that moves back and forth real quick.
Or you can stick it in your chest and do the Well, this was a fun segment.
But
Go on with the story.
yeah, I just clipped really hard. But essentially, I just posted this video that I thought nothing of. Probably like one of the least effortful videos I've ever made. Woke up and it had like 1,000 views. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then throughout the day, it just started climbing like crazy. And now like 24 hours later, it's sitting at like almost 400,000. And I mainly just want to share this because I just feel like so many of my friends hate on TikTok because it's like it's known for being like the lip sync horny teen dance app.
But isn't that what happened with everything? You have to jump on it when it's cringy, because everything was cringy until it was adopted as hipster and cool.
Yeah.
Instagram was cringy
Was it?
at one point.
Yeah.
Especially when everyone was making fun of it for like being just food pictures. It's just like, oh, what you gonna do? Put your food on Instagram? Now everyone puts their food on Instagram. And it's cringy, but it's a cringy institution.
Sounds like something Obama would say about it. Like it's a cringy institution. But I digress. Anyway, I'm just tripping because like as so many social media gurus talk about, it's just like it just re-inspired me to double down, because in 24 hours from getting all these like hundreds of thousands of views, I went from 66 followers to like 2,000 something in like 24 hours. And so I'm just
Your
like,
dopamine is just going.
I honestly feel like drained. I feel like someone who's like done too many drugs, and my head is just empty.
It was just too good. Stop.
But yeah, I definitely think we should double down on it,
Double down on the TikToks.
especially because I noticed that since that one video is going crazy, like all the videos that I've posted around it in the time period are also getting way more traction than usual.
In that case, time for ASMR. Just all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's the other videos I want to do. Just ASMR.
Really? Like,
Yeah, just really high quality. Just like use the condenser mic with just shit tons of gain and just like stroke a piece of glass. Just like.
I feel like that's not. Do you want to do like bad, like unpleasant ASMR, or is that like?
Obviously, I want to do unpleasant everything. It's my thing.
There's a girl on YouTube that
Can you
does.
explain to me what ASMR is?
The contract. What is it called? The The abbreviation. What? No, fuck.
Yeah, what actually?
The acronym.
What does the acronym of ASMR
It's super
mean?
heady. It's like not an obvious one. You'd never guess it.
ASMR. Autonomous sensory meridian response.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Okay. But it's that tingling sensation.
Yeah.
Oh, like when you hear a ghost story.
I feel like more when like a girl whispers in your ear.
Oh, I like that too.
Yeah.
Both are good.
Both are good.
Both are good. A good story and a good girl whispering in your ear.
Yeah. Different quality of tingle, I feel like.
The
Ghost story is more like fearful chills. Girl is more like, I don't know, like freaking, yeah, that. Girl is more like beached seal.
Quite.
What else
Is that the end of the story?
I mean,
What is the punchline of the story? That you never know what can pop off.
the punchline is like almost like a reminder to myself, like, yo, make sure to double down on this platform, and also just to like reiterate to people who are like maybe in our demographic, like between, I don't know, like literally any age, actually, just no matter what age you are, like whatever you're trying to do, if you're trying to get exposure and you're putting a lot of energy into Instagram, like you'd almost certainly be better off putting it into TikTok, because
I'm seeing no one that hasn't got traction is getting any traction on Instagram.
what? No one that hasn't gotten any.
Yeah, if you've got traction, you're still getting traction.
Uh-huh.
If you never had traction, you're going nowhere.
The only way I could see like someone going from like 0 to hero on Instagram is just really consistently posting like really high quality content, whereas like TikTok, you can get a following posting like
Really low
quality content.
low quality content.
And obviously like high quality content is still the best, but like my like just to reiterate the fact of how little effort I put into this video that just went super viral, like I was just massaging my hand with a massage gun, whereas like I've literally spent like 6 to 8 hours editing like skits and stuff like that with like original Star Wars music in the background that cuts off to make the punchline more funny or whatever, like more contrasty, and then it'll get like 500 views or something like that, and then I just post some dumb shit and it gets 400,000. Like, doesn't make any sense.
Well, I think the message that we can take away from this is post dumb shit onto TikTok, get them likes.
Terrible synopsis. I think the main point is like you could grow on Instagram posting really high quality content, like great photos with great captions and blah blah blah. But if you put that same quality control into like your TikToks, you'd like 10 out of 10 times blow up faster, because there is no world on Instagram where you post a photo and you get like 5,000 more followers or something like that. I mean, maybe in the super rarest of occasions, but like on TikTok, it's like,
You wouldn't post a photo though. It would have to be like,
people post memes and they get like, they'll like start their whole career off of it.
all right. But a meme is something that's shared.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. It's taken, stolen. It's almost like the meme doesn't belong to you once you've made it.
It's an interesting philosophy, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know. I just see, even with parkour videos, it's like you just have people trying to flog their own t-shirts, so they'll just take all of the parkour guys like best clips and be like, yo, didn't think I was gonna do this today. And then they'll just like have a little shout out to the person that actually did it at the very bottom of their comment, being like, taken from.
Yeah. Will you move the mic a little bit closer to you? I feel like you're getting a lot of room noise in your voice. Yeah, it's already way
Boom.
better. Yeah, so much better.
Now the question is, will I peak out?
I think we could probably throw like Waves vocal rider on these and make sure our levels.
We would just vocal ride
Yeah, that'd be dope.
that out. We'll ride it out.
Ride it out, baby. What other crazy shit is happening right now?
Well, I would say let's go into the segment. Cue segment music. No, I want to show you a track that was released like 3 days ago, and I was just riding today and went, ugh, yes, because it's this Norwegian duo. I found maybe like 7 years ago, called Warunda. Is it Warunda? Wadruna. And they did most of the backing music for like Vikings and that kind of thing. But they released this. When did they release it?
They did the score for
21st.
Vikings?
They did a lot of the music for Vikings.
That's dope.
You hear that bird too?
Yeah. That was wild.
Outside music getting you. Anyway, so this is Gra or Gray or something like that. I'm just gonna put it out there. I think it's about a wolf. Or wolves in general.
What's the song called?
Gray?
Okay. That's
I don't know,
pretty dope.
There's just a bunch of wolf sounds in it.
I think the main two things that stood out to me about that are like how well it was mixed.
Yeah, man.
So well mixed. Like the low end, it really sounded. This is like both things combined, but it really sounded like I was on like a Viking battleship or something, and people were just like pounding drums, and a bunch of people in like leather fur cloths were just clamoring around in some sort of like wild animalistic fervor.
They do it so well.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the first time I heard that, I was in bed with this lady. And it was like, we were just like, let's find, like, Celtic Viking music.
Celtic fucking music?
No,
Or
Viking
okay. I guess it served both purposes.
Yeah, well, you know. But it was just like, the power of it. Because what came up as well was, like, their biggest song. And their most powerful song. And it was like Hellvegan, which was like Path to Hell. And we just both were like lying in bed just being like, what the hell is this? And I think it's just so cool. And for that to get remixed would be fucking amazing. Like, I'm wondering, are they doing that kind of Viking techno? Oh, you know what it would be? It would be closer to like Viking psytrance. It would have that kind of tribal.
Yeah, like a build up with the like.
Yeah, like everyone's got fucking feathers in their hair and they're all dancing in circles.
And then like a drop with like tribal drums, but like a blaring synth or something like.
All the good things. But that's my thing. I love the fact that that's in 3/4. And one thing that I'm not realizing, I was actually told by my movement guy, shout out to Luke Summers, that running actually happens in 3/4. So literally there is nothing out there.
That's true.
There is nothing out there for like runners to fall into trance to in 3/4, to keep this monotonous stride happening while providing you something else to focus on while you're running.
Yeah.
3/4 techno could be a thing for marathons. Nothing else, just for marathons.
The plot thickens.
Yeah. Be pretty amazing though.
I wonder. It would be interesting to see if that would like help people or hinder them.
Well, you would think it would help them.
I would think it would hinder them only because there's like stuff with this is only with like loud music, but if you're listening to loud music, for example, your balance gets reduced by like substantially. Like you can't really like if you're listening to blaring music, it's really hard to like walk on a 2x4, for example, and stuff like that.
But are you balancing when you're doing a marathon, or are you just hitting the ground and hoping to go forward?
And what it would be doing is like kind of task splitting.
Maybe.
Because like, but I guess it all depends. Maybe if the music was like made to almost like not be heard, but like more to like put you into like a state of mind. But that sounds like it'd be more like a binaural noise kind of thing that we'd be talking
Just
about.
mix them all together in some kind of 3/4, and then run. Because everyone loves running.
Yeah.
Do you want to show me something from the segment of music I've been fucking with?
Did I show you
I still haven't even heard the fucking...
the Everywhere You Go track? Did I show you that?
Yeah, I haven't shown me the Walked Into My House track either.
I'm gonna show you the Everywhere You Go track because it's more of like a song.
It's more of an actual piece of music and not a TikTok explosion.
No offense to Ultra Deox. All right, this song is called "Everywhere You Go" by Marie Kvien Brunvoll. I fully butchered that, but okay, here we go.
Nice.
Brunvoll.
Brunvoll.
Marie Kvien Brunvoll, maybe.
Brunvoll.
Let's see.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That was kind of sick.
Yeah.
Alright, so was she just looping that whole thing? Like, is she big into loops, or she was in the studio? You don't know the backstory? What's happening here?
The truth is, I don't know almost anything about her. I haven't looked up any interviews or tried to find that much out about it. This song got like kind of big on its own, but not like nothing like too substantial in the public eye. And then this guy like Ricardo Villalobos made a 28-minute.
Villalobos?
Yeah.
Go on.
He made a 28-minute like house, sort of ambient house version of this, which is like still the most famous thing.
Right.
Most famous version, and that got like 28 million. It has 28 million streams on Spotify, and probably like
Oh wait, that's like the thing at the start of the thing.
the very first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is her most popular track.
Well, that's not even her track. That's Ricardo Villalobos remixing her song.
That makes sense.
But yeah, so I think that song then really put people onto her, if I'm not mistaken. And but she has a lot of great songs. She has this very kind of like folk meets sort of like nightmare tripped out sort of thing going on.
But then with all the ambient textures as well.
Yeah, that's kind of where I get maybe not nightmare, but like it has a bit of like an eerie sort of like that song specifically has a bit of a horror movie aesthetic to me with like the strange man, why won't you leave me alone? Like kind of
I like her phrasing. Phrasing's all over the joint and it works so well.
Yeah.
It's like Joni Mitchell vibes of just being like, I'll just come in and I'll make it work.
Yeah.
I'll just do what I want.
And the ghostly harmonies and stuff, and like she's so reserved with it too, like she keeps repeating the like your soul is what you make it, that is everywhere you go, and like she could have brought in a bunch of harmonies there, but she brings in no harmonies, and then just kind of like halfway through that sort of repetitive chorus thing she brings in like one little vocal line, and just having that little extra flavor is already like adds so much richness because it was so sparse before.
It kind of goes back to my post-it note. Like, the most important ingredient is the one that you leave out.
Hmm.
And she obviously, like, if she's fucking with loops and stuff like here, she had a million layers she could put on.
Hmm.
Like, we have no limits on what we can do anymore. And because of that, we just clutter our fucking mixes up
Yeah.
and our arrangements as much as we can.
That's why I keep thinking about this James Blake line in it's I don't remember which, it's on his new album, but he has, oh, I think it's Mile High, where he's like, the lesson's always there, the less is always more. You know, that
Yeah.
yeah. The
That's what
lesson's
he's
always
saying.
there. And it just proves true almost every time. 60% of the time it works every time.
I hate to cut this short, but we gotta go.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh shit. Kundalini yoga.
Kundalini yoga.
For sure.
Let's go. Let's hit it.
Let's
Get
do it.
back to this. Get back to this tomorrow. Make another one whenever tomorrow is. Maybe tomorrow is a week.